Cheers and welcome to Bitter Reality Brewing. Yes, this is the BrewZilla Gen 4.1 unboxing. Why am I doing an unboxing on a Gen 4.1 BrewZilla? I know some people are like, why do you do this? Okay, well, I'm told there's some differences between the European and the American version. I don't know. My mom was from Missouri. Gotta show me, just saying. So, and yes, that's true. Gotta show me. But I wanna know what comes in the box. I mean, can you imagine if you get it, you open it and go, I can't find this part. Well, you'll know if it comes with it or not. And on top of that, you can look in there and go, oh, so that's what's changed, or oh, that's what's different. This is the US version. And like I said, I've heard there's some differences between the European and the US. Don't know for a fact. I would like to know. So I'm gonna find out for a fact, and I'll share that information with you. So first of all, this is a BrewZilla Gen 4.1 purchased in December of, well, technically purchased in November, but got it in December of 2024. We'll put that little date in there. That way, in case, you know, there's some more changes, you'll know it wasn't because of this. Your mileage may vary. It was purchased from More Beer. I will leave a link below. It says all this cool stuff on here. I do see things like CIP compatible. That does not mean it comes with it. It says it's compatible. Yeah, there's some information. This box is empty, but I haven't taken anything out of the packing. I just literally lifted it up, set it aside, and stopped because I wanted to show it to you, and I wanted to learn a little at the same time. This is all new to me. I've never owned a BrewZilla. That's right, I bought it because I want to have other people who brew with BrewZillas watch the channel, explain things to me, and hopefully people who've never brewed the BrewZilla, or maybe I brew more than they do, maybe we'll learn together, you know what I'm saying? So let's get this box out of the way. Okay, what happens when you open the box? Well, the first thing right on top, and yeah, I told you, I haven't taken anything apart, haven't opened anything. Yeah, this is what's on top. So what's on top is, don't lose it, this is a sticker, which I'm assuming I gotta put it on somewhere, which I find very bizarre. Why would I put a sticker on something that gets hot? But I'll figure that out. I'm not too worried right now. We're gonna set that aside, just not worried. We know what this is for. This is for the malt pipe. You pull it up, or you can use a hoist and pull it up. I saw something really cool recently for the curved ones out there that hooks on and makes it just as easy as pulling this up. Never would have thought. We have our lid, which is still wrapped in packing. Told you I didn't open anything other than taking it out of the box. But yeah, it's where you put the handles, the opening to let your recirculation go. Glass, kind of reminds me of a Grainfather minus the little holes. This is part of our recirculation arm. Like it's weird, neoprene, but yeah, so you can grab it here and don't burn your hand touching the metal. Metal does get hot. Over here, I saw a video where they did a 4.0 version and they lost this and they had to go find it. That's your spigot, okay? Okay, this is empty. Now, told you I didn't take it all apart. Still sealed, still good, not a big deal. Okay, I don't have a razor blade. I've been redesigning my whole brew space. I have a little screw. There we go. Get the styrofoam off of there. Okay. Don't get too excited while I undress it. It's just brewing equipment, just saying. Now we got more tape. Somebody went crazy with the tape on this thing. There we go. Ah. Yes, I'm holding the screw away because I don't want to tear or scratch or anything else. Oh, for the love, yeah. You know how I'd finish that, but somebody went really nuts with the tape. Kind of irritating, but it's all good. So, to pull that plastic off, which probably sounds horrendous. Maybe we'll pull it off. This stuff stuck to everything. Okay, only negative I've had so far is getting all that stupid plastic out of the way. Okay, it's out of the way. Okay, first thing we're gonna lift up. That's the chiller, okay? Stainless steel, easy to clean. Got some more styrofoam, throw that away. It does not include the hoses, those are extra. I do kind of wish they were included. I don't understand why a little bit of hoses aren't included, but that's okay. It is what it is. It does say it in the description when you go to buy it. If you don't read, just giving you a heads up. You should always read before you purchase. Not as springy as the ones I'm used to, which the springy is annoying, so that's a good thing. It's not annoying. Hose, and you're like, oh, hey, that's for the chiller. No, no. This is for the recirculation, okay? And it's a bit long, I think, but we'll see. This is the Malt Pipe. Okay, so between version 4 and 4.1, they use a lot less paper on the Malt Pipe because the one I saw in version 4, it had an insane amount of paper. See if I can tear this without damaging anything. Yep, we're good. I'm throwing it over there because I have a garbage can over there. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, there is a change. Somebody said there was a change between the US and the European due to some patent. This sucks. Sorry, speaking what I see. One of the things I really liked about the BrewZilla, and it doesn't have it. Oh, really, really, really sucks. So, let me know in the comments if you have a US version that has this, because I was told that this is only a European thing and not a US version issue. Or version, whatever. In the US, they don't have this. And I wish it did. This really, really sucks. I was looking forward to this. I'm getting old, my back hurts. I'm not sure if you've noticed it yet. Have you taken notice? Put in the comments if you noticed it early. If not, yeah. So these little catches, okay, that are around here, there's 4 of them. It's for when you lift the malt pipe up. The European version has it up here, and I guess the Australian version has it up here and here. So you can lift halfway, turn it, and let it sit and let it drain a little. So you don't have to lift all that weight on the first time. After it's drained a little, you can lift it the rest of the way and let it finish draining. If you're doing small batch, you don't have to lift it all the way to let it drain. That's awesome. I was really looking forward to that. That was really a cool feature. The US version, at least on the 240, 220, and the person who told me had a 110 version. Doesn't have it. Yeah, you're gonna have to lift it all the way on the first time like all the other systems out there. So, I mean, it's not a big deal because other systems are the same way in the US, but it does suck because I was under the impression that it had it up here all the way around and I could lift it halfway and then lift it the rest of the way. Yeah. Disappointing, very disappointing. But supposedly it was due to some patent issue. So I'm not sure if someone else invented it, never used it, just holding the patent against people. I really hate that. If they're using it, then that's fine. But if they're not using it, it's very annoying. Hey, we got more goodies. Okay, look at a box. Okay, so what's in the box? Well, first, we have the controller. That's the BrewZilla controller, which simply slides on here. It does have an adjustable screw, so you can adjust it on how you want it, or you can leave it kind of tight where you can adjust it and it should stay in place. You can tighten it down if you don't want it to move. I like this for a reason you all don't. I like it because then I can set my camera to either watch it like this or this. This is gonna be a lot easier for the camera. This comes around here, and there is a watertight plug over here, and you unscrew it. And then this plugs in. It does have a pin out. The pin out, if you can see it. So make sure you line up the pins properly. Don't just plug it in. Another thing I just saw. So I saw a European version. Now it was 4.0, not 4.1. I don't want to damage this, so let's see if it's, oh, it's keyed. It's keyed, which means it has a little plastic notch, so you turn it until that key hits, and you'll be okay. Well, in the 4.0 version, I saw that the plug, the power plug, was removable. In the 4.1, at least the American version, it is not removable. It is built in. Now, that's a pro and a con, okay? Why is that a pro and a con? Well, first of all, this is also a 240 volt or 220, however you want to say it, version. The pro is I don't have to worry about it being loose or not connecting properly, because I've seen where people have had damage because they didn't keep it plugged in tightly. Con, of course, if I have a problem with the plug, I've got to rewire it. Don't think that's going to be that big of a deal. It's not a big issue. And for anybody who wants to know on the 240 volt what the plug looks like, because I know not everybody's an electrician and knows the name of these plugs, and I know everybody's always curious because I'm one of those people. This is what the 240 plug looks like, okay? Make sure you see, get a good look at it, okay? I'm about 95% sure I have that plug. If not, I will. But I'll double check tonight, so I should be good. Another bonus, let's get the last things out of here first. I don't know if this was a 4.0 or 4.1. I think it was a 4.0 version upgrade. Okay, getting that piece of cardboard out is a pain in the butt. Okay, first, it's super shiny and it's got a hole in the middle. Number two, on the 4.1 version, I know the 4.0 didn't have it, 4.1 version, it's got a sight glass. Okay, I know a lot of people are like, why do I need a sight glass on something like this? Oh, that's what that decal's for. Okay, now I know what the sticker's for. There's no markings on here. Is that when you're looking in here, where the markings are, and the steam's coming out, it's very hard to see, especially if you're older, sometimes it's harder to see. But with the sight glass, if it's labeled properly, you can just look at it and go, okay, I'm good, or hey, if I'm, maybe I'm doing a big boil and I really need to boil off a little extra, I can do that, get it down to where I want, do my last minute hops and rock on. Assuming you don't have any early additions, otherwise it's gonna be a bit more bitter than you're looking for. Wait a minute though, sight glass, oh, that's only for the recirc. Okay, that's all good. We're just verifying how it's hooked. It's my first system for BrewZilla. Now, what else do we have? This is very different if you have an anvil or other types of systems. This is a false bottom, okay? Got a little hook. I did see on 4.0, I believe it was, it had two of these. Had that and had one on the side, which I'm not sure why, but it has this, okay? There is something that is a necessary, according to Key, at KegLand, and that's this. You're gonna have to buy that separate. It's called a heat exchanger, and it helps to push the heat. So basically, when your liquid's coming, it's gonna get sucked to the center, and you may not get all the malts, which means you're gonna have lower efficiencies. So if you take this and you put it like, let's see if I can figure this out here. I'm not really sure how this goes. Oh, actually I am. It goes like this. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure this out because I'm looking at it and I'm very confused because I have two problems here. I have this with the little ring and a screw nut. I have this which came with a piece and a hook, which maybe I put it on upside down, maybe it's supposed to be flipped. That's all good. Actually, let's take it off here for a second. Because I didn't understand, because it came, are you ready for this? You're using the heat exchanger, it came with a fly nut, okay? Came with a regular nut that had a built-in washer, had another washer, and then it had another washer on the other side. I'm like, this is out of control with the washers. So I don't know if this is just spare parts, what this is, but it was very confusing. Key, if you're watching, throw a comment down there because I am very confused. Did not have any instructions, just came in a box. So we're gonna take all that off for a second. This definitely goes in here. Okay, but that can't go like that. It has to go like this because it's curved. I don't know what these hooks go to. I'm very confused. I'm gonna have to go research it. But yeah, I mean, that makes sense. This makes perfect sense, okay? I will have to unscrew the other piece and hook it through that. But the part that doesn't make sense is these little tabs, unless it's just to keep a separation, I guess. That's the only thing I can imagine they're for, is for some separation. So I'll have to take this partially apart, put it through here, and I should be good. And I'm gonna guess that all this extra stuff is just that extra stuff. So I'll figure it out though. I'll do a little more research. Did a little bit, didn't do a ton, but yeah, it's very confusing. This is the false bottom though that will go on the bottom. Oh, that's very confusing. Yeah, because I mean, this is supposed to be sitting on the bottom And if this is sitting down there too, this is gonna sit almost flat on the heating elements, which would really concern me a great deal. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you it's confusing. We'll figure it out. We'll talk about it next time. If I figure it out before I post the video, I'll put it down in text, okay? This is heavy. This is very heavy. And I've seen two. There are two. We're good. That's a good thing. So we have two of these. Why do we have two of these? Well, this is a little odd too. It looks a little different than what I saw originally on the 4.0. So we have a bottom that goes in the bottom of the malt pipe. Drop it down, you're all good, sits down there, just kind of floats. I would be careful pushing down the malt pipe into liquid, so just make sure it's all the way at the bottom. You could always use something like a brew paddle to push it down. And then this, which I'm assuming is why it has little holes, would sit on the top. And this allows you to just disperse the recirculation across the top of this. I'm told a lot of people don't use this. You can, it's your call, not a big deal. I'll probably use it in the beginning just to see how it works. I mean, you can't say no until you've tried it. It may be great, who knows? Do we have anything else? Nope. Now we have the handles. It goes on the lid. You can pretty much tell what those are. Not worried about those. And then we have the pieces that go on here. I don't know why that doesn't come pre-assembled, but maybe because it sticks out too much, I guess. So these are the locking brackets, which have changed a bit too, so that we can put them on here so we can lock. Why would we want to lock? Well, when we put the extension on there, yes, I bought the extension, we can do that. This thing, ooh, doesn't look like it pops out. That's gonna suck. On the old anvils and on the Grainfathers, this piece popped out, so it was easy to wash behind it. This thing is in here hard. I don't know how I'm gonna get that out, or if I can. I guess I can't. Okay, well, just be aware, try to keep gunk out of there. That's a little odd. Now here's another bonus. Yes, there's nothing under there. That's right, you can get to everything without having to take a plate off the bottom, which is cool. And yes, I gotta put the spigot on, not a big deal. So we're all good there. Looking forward to brewing with it. I'm also looking forward to figuring out exactly how I'm supposed to add that heat exchanger. A little confusing. I'll have to watch Key's video again. I haven't watched it lately. Oh, another necessary Key says you're definitely gonna want, especially if you've got the 110 version, Neoprene Jacket. Neoprene Jacket has some nice information on it about the mash temps, mash out, optimum sparge, things like that. You may have heard me, I wouldn't put all these gravities and things like that for types of beer styles. I would put how much water they recommend based on how many pounds of grain you're putting in there. That's just me. Everybody's got their 2 cents. That's my 2 cents. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna go look, verify I have this kind of plug, because if not, I need to order a little adapter, but I definitely have 240. I got 250 amp, 240 volt plugs behind me that are designed for car charging. I didn't ask for that. I asked for 30 amp in my house, but it's okay. There's a little extra amperage. I can brew a lot more. I could have 4 systems like this, rocking and rolling and brewing. Hey, cheers. I appreciate you. Have a great year. Thanks.